Good morning, everyone. It's iCurly here. It is Thursday, March 13th, and we are going to get into our free trade idea of the day. But before I do that, I wanted to just say thank you all so much for everything that you guys have been doing. If you're following me on social media, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And because of the way that you guys have showed up for me, I want to show up for you. So today, I'm actually going to do two free trade ideas within this particular video. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I am looking at cat. I looked at cat on the weekly time frame, and so far we have a failed to up. I actually want to see if we are going to continue its way down, or if the news from PPI is going to actually cause it to move to the upside. So I am kind of swayed to the downside on this, but if you watch the video that I posted on market structure, we do not have directional bias. We take what the market gives us and we wait for structure to be built and trigger our particular call or put entry. So if you need more information on that, please go on my page and look at the videos in reference to the strat as well as the videos on market structure. So let's go ahead and get into charting out CAP. So it looks as if we have an inside candle on the 4-hour time frame. So we're going to just go ahead and do our call entry off of that. And then we have our put entry here. All right. And now we have to figure out our magnitude. Now, figuring out our magnitude is going to allow us to know exactly what strike prices it is that we can take. And as long as it's trending in the right direction, you'll start to see money even before it actually hits that strike price. I'm a very, very big out of the money trader. All right. So let's see what we have here. So we're looking at 348 to the upside. Okay, and that would be our ATR target. And as always, I just like to remind you all because I do have a lot of new people that follow this channel all the time. The ATR is not a directional indicator. It basically says if we were to do nothing but move to the upside the entire time, we could see as high as 348. And then if we were to drop, let's look at what our magnitude would be. All right, so if we were to drop, we could see as low as 328.48. Now, we do not have to go all the way down there. It just means that if we did nothing but drop, that is where we could actually go. So let's see here about 328.48 to the downside. And now we can actually map out our price targets. All right, great. So let's see here. All right, so now we do have CAT mapped out, and we are looking at a strike price of 345. You could even do 347.50 to the upside, but I would probably do a 345 to the upside. And then to the downside, we're looking at anything in the money to 330 for puts. All right, so let's go ahead and put our alerts on this. This is something that I haven't done, but I just want to show you all what I do. I typically go over to the 5 minute or the 10 minute time frame, and I'll put an alert on this to notify me if we are triggering that particular level. Now, that alert, and for some reason, it doesn't want to pull that up. So unfortunately, it may not allow me to show you because it's not populating for me. maybe just a little bit of a lag. Let's try it again. Well, it doesn't want to do it. So I'll just walk you through it. I'll talk you through it rather. So what I typically do is I go to the 5 minute. I put greater than once per bar close, and then I'll actually type in the contract that I'm interested in taking to the upside. And then for the downside, I'll put less than once per bar close. And then I would actually type in the put contract that I'm looking at to the downside. This does not mean that as soon as that alert goes off that I take the trade. What it means is, hey, go look at the chart and see if it's building structure in the direction that you think that it's going to go in. All right, so that is going to be cat. So again, we're looking at 345 in the money to 345 to the upside, and to the downside, we're looking at in the money to 330 for puts. All right, so the next chart that I'm going to pull up is going to be on Lilly. Lilly is actually taking quite a bit of a hit, and I want to see if this is going to continue down. These are all old levels, so let's go ahead and remove all of those off of there because those are no longer valid. All right, and so on Lilly on the daily time frame, oh, well, we just got a pop. I'm assuming that the PPI news that came out actually caused it to pop, so now we have to shift gears just a little bit here. All right, so now we're going to do put entry from off of the day. And the 4 hour time frame, since we're kind of right at that, it might actually try to push above it and then possibly retake that particular entry. But again, we do not have directional bias. We are going to take what the market gives us. And then here it's going to be our call entry off of the 4 hour time frame. All right, great. And now, as always, we have to figure out what our magnitude is going to be. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so to the upside, we are looking at 848.23. And that's going to be our ATR target. And let's go ahead and put the price targets on there. And then to the downside, let's see here. We are looking at about 794.51. All right, so let's go ahead and put our price targets. Actually, let me clone this. That way I don't have to go searching for it. So this is to the downside, and let's see what else we have over here. Can walk it down. It seems just a little bit further and about right there. And actually, it looks like this is a target too. All right, great. So now we have Lilly mapped out. And to the upside, we're looking at in the money to 845. And then to the downside, we're looking at in the money to 795. You can even play it a little bit safer and just go for the 800. So in the money to 800 will probably be what I would alert in my community. And so that's going to be Lilly. So again, let's actually see if it'll allow me to do the alert on this one. Let's see if it Oh, it actually wants to act right now. All right, so now we're going to do greater than, and we're just going to go over here. Since it's a day trade, I'm going to put in 1600 for today's date because I want it to expire, once the market closes. I do not want to be alerted for the rest of the week because it's off of daily levels. So now we're going to give the alert a name, and we're going to call this in the money to 8:45 calls, and then we're going to put the expiration because we have to take weeklies, obviously. So that's going to be tomorrow. And then to the downside, we're going to do this here. Less than 1600. And we are going to do in the money to 795 puts. I'm more than likely going to do in the money to 800 if it decides to flush, which are actually kind of pushing up now. So we'll just pay attention to what the market gives us in reference to market structure. All right, so we do have everything mapped out. Now, I would like to personally thank all of you again. And also in reference to this video, if you like these types of videos, or if you have any, recommendations for videos that I should create, please feel free to leave that in the comment section on YouTube. Share this with a friend or family member or loved one. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you in Baggage Claim. Have a blessed day.